Hello everyone, Motivate Mike here. I'm going to pull another motivational and positive thinking message out of my famous Motivate Mike cup at random, unknown to me. And this one says, what would you do if you had no fear? Wow. What would you do if you had no fear? And of course, I comes to mind, I'm going to think about the holidays, right? For some reason unknown to me, I want to relate this to the holidays. What would you do if you had no fear? You know, and I always think of who are you not contacting this year? Who have you not contacted in a long time? You know, what relationships are really gone, you know, gone to the wayside, and you really wish they hadn't, or just obsess about it all the time, or think about it all the time and wish it was different, or really do not like it and glad it's that way, or whatever it is. But what would you do if you had no fear? Would you fix that relationship? Would you fix that situation? Would you fix that thing that's troubling you, especially around the holidays? If it's a relative, if it's a friend, if you think you should be doing things for others during the holidays, whatever it is, what would you do if you had no fear? Just go out and do it, right? If you had no fear, you'd go out and do it a lot. You know, whatever it is, fix all your problems, you know, if they weren't so tough to do. If you had no fear, you'd go do it. But what can you do today? You know, what can you do today? Is there a relationship, family member, you know, a friend, whatever it is, can you fix that? Can you make that? I talked about this last video. Can you make that first phone call? Can you make that phone call after letting it go for months or years? And the more you let it go, the tougher it is to, you know, find that courage. But what would you do if you had no fear? You know, would you make that resolution? Would you make that New Year's resolution and really put your foot down and go for it if you had no fear? Of course you would. And I think of another way to say that is, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? Right? And you talk about changing your life and all those things, or being kind to someone, or fixing a relationship, or whatever it is. But what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? You know, or what would you do if you knew you would be successful at it? You know, there's a lot of different ways to say it. But what would you do? Are you going to make that New Year's resolution and take that first step, whether it is fixing you know, a bad relationship, a bad problem? Is it fixing that, or is it really starting something new, changing your life? You know, getting up on stage for the first time, whatever it is, that New Year's resolution you want to make, you're going to go for something new this year. What would you do if you had no fear, if you knew you wouldn't fail? Pick something that you really like, that you really enjoy, and pursue that. Real quickly, I was talking to a friend of mine that works in a place in town, probably a month and a half ago now, or something like that, and she was telling me that she was going to go back to school. I said, what for? And she said, nursing. I said, is that what you really like, or are you just doing it because you know there's jobs, you can get a job in nursing? She goes, well, I know I can get a job, and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, why don't you think about pursuing something that you really like? Go to school for something you really like. What is it that you really like? You know, and she said, well, I like to bake. I like making, you know, cakes, and I used to work in a store that did that, and I really liked it, decorating cakes and baking and this and that. I said, well, why don't you take something towards that maybe? She goes, well, I don't know. Month and a half went by. I saw her at the store where she works, and you know what she's doing? She changed her career plan, and now she's going to a culinary arts school specializing in baking. And I could not believe it. I just said, wow, that's incredible. Wow, you're really making a step towards, you know, so we talked a little bit about both of our conversations. And what a great thing. And she was so excited about it. I'm going to be actually going to school to learn more about something I already like. You know, wow, that just made me feel so good. It was really, really, you know, maybe that was my Christmas present for that. I didn't think of it that way. Maybe that's my Christmas present to myself, her just saying that to me. You know, did I have anything to do with her changing her mind? I don't know. You know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But she's going to pursue the main thing, the whole purpose of this. The main thing is pursuing something that you really like. Don't just say, well, I'm going to start, you know, whatever it is because I can make money at it. You make money at anything. And I always say, if you do something you like, you're going to do it a lot. If you do it a lot, you're going to get good at it. If you get good at it, you have no choice but to get, if you do it a lot, you're going to get good at it. If you get good at it, you can make money with it if you want to. I messed up a little there. But, you know, so where did it all start? Doing something you like. Do something you like, you're going to do it a lot. Do it a lot, you're going to get good at it. Get good at it, you're going to be able to make money with it if you want to. So start off with something that you really like for the new year. Pursue something that really you're really interested, really could be fun for you, or something that you really enjoy. What a way to live your life, doing something all the time that you really like. Maybe even making a little money at it. But get out there and just get started. Good things will happen to you. Click on the next clip and email me at motivatemike@yahoo.com, and I'll send you out a video that relates to a situation or problem that you might be having. Be glad to put it on video for you. Click on the next clip and I'll see you there. Goodbye.